Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Bright. How you guys doing? Hey! Okay, so basically what I'm talking about today is The Walking Dead, and it was yesterday that it premiered. Not even premiered, but it showed. So anyway, yeah, the episode was Cherokee Rose, and I gotta tell you guys, seriously, I was like having like the most off day ever because of daylight savings time. It like threw me off. Like, I missed most of my favorite shows I like to watch on Sunday, and I was like not so happy about it, but it's whatever, right? Anyway, so yeah, so I'm just gonna like tell you guys what I remember. I'm gonna like pick like whatever I can off my brain. Not everything's gonna be in totally complete, you know, perfect order, but hopefully you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the episode, if you have seen the episode, okay, just sit back and watch this, you know, video of mine or whatever. So anyway, so the beginning of Walking Dead, the episode's called Cherokee Rose again, which of course I will tell you what the significance of that word means or whatever. Yeah, it starts out that they're having some kind of ceremony or some kind of funeral or whatever for Otis. And if you guys don't know who Otis is the guy who shot Rick's son. Rick, the police officer's son or whatever. And so he's the one who goes out with Shane. Shane is of course Rick's best friend, cop buddy or whatever. And they go get medical supplies for Rick's son. And so what happens, of course, is that Shane actually tripped Otis, and Otis got eaten by the zombies. And so, you know, during this entire ceremony or whatever else of Otis dying or whatever, basically, you know, Otis's wife is like to Shane, you know, tell me, you know, that my husband's life meant meaning and blah blah blah, his last words. And you can see Otis, you can see his face, and he's just like, I know I'm lying, but I'm gonna tell you whatever you want to hear and make myself look like I am, you know, a hero. But you can just tell in his face that he's slowly but surely gonna go off his fucking, like, mind or whatever. But yeah, you just saw the flashbacks of, you know, what happened to Otis and that stuff. And man, he was lying. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah. So, another part in the Walking Dead episode was when, what's his face? Daryl with the crossbow. And let me tell you something. Daryl, I love him. He's such a good character and stuff. And he's so different than his brother. He's a total survivor. So he, of course, he finds a place in the woods or whatever that is possibly where the daughter's missing, that belongs to that lady or whatever. And how he knows this is because there's blankets, there's fresh eaten tuna, all that kind of stuff, and there's a place nearby and whatever and stuff. And he also sees freshly grown roses or something like that, and they're Cherokees. So he comes back to the mother who's sitting up in the RV, and he's just like, you know, here, this is for you. And he's just telling this entire story about, you know, how Indian mothers, how they used to cry and everything like that when the children were lost during, you know, famine and starvation and diseases and stuff. And they would cry and their tears would go into the ground. And the tribe prayed for some kind of, you know, sign or something that children were going to be okay or something like that. And blooms up all these Cherokee roses, and it was a very gorgeous flower, by the way, seriously. And you know, the mother started, you know, crying, da da da. But you know what? At least it gives her hope, and at least, you know, Daryl was very sympathetic to her and stuff, and not being a total asshole. You know, because I really think that Daryl can like relate to, you know, the mother looking for the child and stuff. Because you know, Daryl, like, again, he's a survivor and stuff, and we remember that early in a couple episodes he was talking about how he was lost for days, and you know, nobody really looked for him, but he came back to his house and ate a sandwich and he was fine or whatever. So, yeah. So, what else in the Walking Dead was a part in which Glenn, who is the Asian boy or whatever, yeah, he just has this thing with the farmer's daughter. He really hot for her and stuff. And I'm just thinking, well, you know, it's not like they had time to themselves or their special times to, or who thinks about sex anyway when you're in a zombie or apocalyptic world or whatever you want to call it. I mean, really? But apparently him and the farmer's daughter got it on in the freaking pharmacy. Okay. I really hope they did use protection, because I mean, he did grab condoms, but I mean, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so Glenn's thing, of course, that's like totally non-important thing about Glenn having his little thing with the farmer's daughter. Apparently, before they made it to the pharmacy, what's his face, or what's her face? Rick's wife. Yeah, okay, so she's like, here to Glenn, she's like, here's a list of things I need, da da da, and she's doing it like in a discreet manner and stuff or whatever, and I'm like, oh, she's probably on her period, that's what it is, I mean, hello, and stuff or whatever, because she's like, and she also had said it, she's like, oh, it's in the feminine section of the store. But you know, the way that Glenn looked at the list and he's like, oh, okay. But when he came back and he actually gave her what she requested, yeah, we could already tell she pregnant, because she just acted way too damn suspicious for her to be on her period or whatever. So anyway, yeah, that was some crazy stuff. But yeah, let's see here. Another part in Walking Dead was when yeah, the guy that saved Rick's son's life or whatever is like, you guys, as soon as you find that girl who's missing, y'all got to go, okay? And the farmer's daughter said something earlier, but they have like 3 water supplies and something like that, da da da. So they all actually go outside and look at the water supply. Of course, what's down there? A zombie. A fucking fat zombie down there and shit. And they're like, oh yeah, yeah, let's go ahead and pull it out. Or well, before that, they actually put Glenn down on the rope to the zombie. And I'm like, that is so dumb. What happens? And of course, you know, the rope lets go almost, and Glenn almost gets eaten by the zombie. Oh my god, I gotta tell you guys, I'm so flustered. But no, like for real though, like it's been a long day. But anyway, yeah, so they all decide, you know, well, putting Glenn down the well was not really the smartest idea. So they decide to go ahead and lynch the zombie or whatever and try to pull him. They're almost there pulling this. I don't know how heavy that freaking zombie was, but they were pulling him until the zombie, the king body, you know, broke apart. So the other half, legs or whatever, went into the well, blood, guts, and everything. So, you know, so much for that freaking water or whatever. And the rest of the zombies on the ground, you know, trying to, you know, come close to them or whatever, and they just shoot the damn thing down or whatever. That was so anyway. But yeah, the rest in Walking Dead was yeah, when Rick's wife, you know, like I said, she got the pregnancy test. But the thing is that when we saw her, I mean, she was walking through the woods. She looked like she was all hard. She looked like, you know, she wanted to end her life because we saw something in her hand. And then she sticks it in the wood. And then it's her taking her pants off to piss on the stick. What the hell? Anyway, yeah, I don't know what she's going to do. Because, first of all, how are you going to take care of yourself being pregnant in the zombie world? How are you going to eat? I mean, what medical attention are you going to get? Second of all, who the baby daddy? Yeah, it's Shane. It has to be. Sorry. Sorry, Rick. I mean, you were gone for whatever, so. But, yeah. I can't really recall anything else from the episode because I was like doing a bunch of stuff and everything. But anyway, if you guys like this video, go ahead, comment, rate, subscribe, reaction to the video. You guys are awesome. I've got to go and try to edit this video. Or I'll just leave my oopsie doopsie and you can make fun of me. Don't worry, I'm not going to die on you guys. I'm going to be here for you, all for you, and I'm going to keep on making videos, and I'm going to stay strong. Alright, you guys, I love you guys. This is Girl Miss Bright, and you guys have a great time, and watch the rest of my videos on my channel, and take care, and I'll try to have another video out soon. Bye, you guys!